Bueno, estamos aquí de regreso en Ladies Metal, en este especial dedicado a la grandiosa Lori Lewis, que por cierto les anuncié en el bloque pasado una sorpresa, y esta es la sorpresa. Hello, Lori.
Hello.
Hello. You are live here in Timeless Heart Nightwish Mexico Radio. How are you tonight, Lori?
I'm very good, thank you.
Okay, it's really nice to have you here online to listen to you, to your voice. How have you been? How is being on tour, and how has been all your days, your weeks?
Well, in the past few weeks, it's been mostly me working at my day job. So I've been on a bit of a hiatus because Therion, right now we're working on our new album. And our new album's coming out this fall. But before we do that, we're actually celebrating our 25th anniversary tour in South America, Central America, and in Mexico. So I'm very excited about our upcoming tour. I think it'll be very exciting for you guys. We're going to be doing a lot of pieces that we've not done before, performing for the first time. Some really surprising ones, I think. So I think it'll be a very interesting show.
Yes, I could see in the promoter's page here in Mexico that you will play some exclusive songs like Land of Canaan. Is it right?
Yeah, that's right. We're actually going to do that one, so it should be interesting. I'm really curious to see how it's going to turn out.
Okay,
I think it'll be fun. For sure, it's like that song is like 5 songs in one, I think.
Yes, it's a really epic and great songs. Yeah. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay, we would like to know what was your biggest inspirations for start singing?
Well, I would say that probably my biggest inspiration was my grandfather, Lauren Lewis. He was a musician, and I grew up with my grandparents, my mother's parents, and he had done church music for most of his life, and he was actually a musical minister at a couple churches, and in his older years, he actually ended up taking a couple jobs working as a photographer and that kind of thing. But music was always a part of our everyday life, and he played piano beautifully, and he would play songs, and I would sing from a very, very young age. So I would say that he was my number one inspiration, really. He's the one who kept me interested in music. But when I got a little older and I started listening to music of on my own, I listened to a lot of heavy metal, actually, but it was kind of American heavy metal, so it was like Guns N' Roses and, groups like that. And I really didn't discover punk and hard metal until I was a little bit older. And then I discovered progressive metal, and I was in heaven. So
Okay, so all your life is about music, you can say that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've always been around music and either singing, and when I was young I sang in church, and when I got older I sang in school, and then when I went to college I decided to study music, and I got my degrees, my undergraduate and my graduate degrees in voice performance.
Tell us about, do you have any special memory for the first concert you did?
My very first concert? Well, I was 4 years old, and there were 3 girls, me and my friends Jill and Melissa. We 3 were supposed to sing a song together. We had one verse that we were supposed to sing, and then there was the children's chorus that was supposed to sing the rest of the song. And I guess I got up there with my friends, and it was a Christmas song, and both of them were afraid, so they didn't sing, so I sang it all by myself. That was my first solo.
Okay. We would like also to know, what was the first song you sang as a professional singer?
Actually, it was, Have You Seen But a White Lily Grow? I don't know if you know that one. It's, have you seen but a light lily grow? It's very old, kind of from the 1800s, I think, or 1900s maybe? I think 1900s. It was written by, I want to say Ireland, but I think that's wrong. I don't remember.
Okay, well, I didn't know that song, but it seems it's really, really wonderful, and with your voice is really much better. There's a question from all your Latin fans. Would you like to sing someday, maybe to sing one song in Spanish? Have you ever think about it?
Oh yeah, of course. Actually, I've done quite a few songs in Spanish. When I was in college, I actually did siete canciones populares españolas by Mamo de Falla. I did those pieces as part of my degree, and I really enjoy singing in Spanish and in Portuguese. I think they're two really beautiful languages. And I'm also a teacher. I teach voice. And one of the groups of pieces that I teach most of the time are Spanish songs. So just because many students in the United States have studied Spanish, so it's easy for them to make that connection to classical music through Spanish and the language. It's a little bit easier. It's more accessible.
Okay, and okay, you're telling us that you are a teacher. Do you have a funny memory about your students? Any funny memory you have right now?
Oh, not really. No, I would say that I'm a pretty serious teacher. I think some of my students, I had one student that we became good friends, and she is hilarious. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met. She's just really cool, and half the time it seemed like our lessons ended up just being us hanging out and having a good time and just singing together. So I love that when that kind of thing happens. It doesn't always happen though, because of course when you're studying music in school, it does have to be a serious pursuit. You can't just play.